Hey guys, what's up? This is Shimon here. I'm just going to be talking about the latest update to Ignore, but sadly I don't have the CP to actually showcase it. I was trying to work on it and stuff like that, but with some complications on my in my situation, I didn't really have time to actually get the CP to enter the new content. So instead, I am going to be talking about the content from what I've seen, what I've heard from other things, so some information is more likely to be a bit questionable or not trustworthy. But it's just some input there. If you guys have anything, you guys can just write it down below and socialize amongst yourself. But I just wanted to talk about the new armor. So, but first, before the armors, I'm going to talk about the accessories. I'll probably do titles last just because it's more convenient for me to showcase the stuff here. So if you guys are interested, the first region's accessory is 2% adaptation, support unit, and when below 50% HP, gives you 4% ASC. This is really good for the characters that like to commit suicides on themselves, or murder on themselves, I guess is the better word, because that's what suicide is. But it's a pretty strong accessory, but like for PvE, Demonic Eye is probably still better. If anything, maybe you can see this as a weird little clash kind of accessory. I don't know if the buff here is additive or multiplicative, so we're gonna have to test that out maybe when it comes to NA and I can test it properly. And then this little cute little bunny thing. It's adorable, but it's also really bad. All it gives you is a slight amount of HP and 3% attack speed. It doesn't even give like adaptation or anything like that. But it's adorable, so we can give it a pass for now. Now, if we were to talk about the Tignor armors known as Tenebros, at least from Google Translate, we're gonna keep it with that for now until localization changes. Otherwise, when it comes to international and NA, this armor here works the exact same as Rigo, and it has the exact same values as Rigo. There's only a couple things that are different with it. One, there is no set effect, and two, the reforging process is a little bit different, which I will show later. But for now, if I were to look at, for example, this top piece, and you see the 284 physical attack power, 40,795 HP. If I were to look at a Rigo top piece, exact same stats. 284 physical attack power on the first line, 40,795 HP. So as you can see, it's the exact same. Now, when it comes to whenever you reforge level of it goes up, I can't say if it's the same level as Rigo. So that's the only thing that becomes a little bit different with it. But pretty much the set tries to make up for it with a system of it in itself, which is called shadow options, or until localization change that to be differently. So pretty much I will open this site. You guys can also check that out. I will probably give it below, or you can probably check Babel or anything like that because it have it translated. But pretty much with this new set is that there's these things called shadow options, which makes up the set effects. You're able to, as you drop pieces in dungeons, you want to transfer effects from the pieces that you have to your piece. So this allows you to actually transfer it. As you can see, you can figure out with Theorycraft what kind of effects and stats that you would really want with it. I know Babel has it, but I just wanted to use this. And I saw people talking about ranges of the stuff as well. But as you can see here, this provides the highest cap number right here. So you can get some stuff like per piece or keep it by itself. You can make it a supportive kind of set for PvE. And to my knowledge, at least for all these effects, they all look dungeon only. The only reason why I can say that is that if I were to scroll later, you can see pictures of one of the systems, and this red text here says dungeon only. And it even goes on to a normal stat such as maximize 4%. So that's why I think that it would be that. So yeah, feel free to check it out later for the stats or what. I looked at mine and I was like, okay, maybe I'll do this or maybe I'll do that. So it'll be fairly interesting to see what I would want. But other than that, you can see that there's the storage box thing, which sounds like something that you can store effects and things like that. It kind of is, but it's pretty much your way of actually transferring things over. So you kind of need to like clear it up and like transfer it to your equipment in order to make it better. And then I said I was going to talk about the reforging, where you can see the effects of it here. Pretty much it gets rid of some crit damage pure from the reforges for an extra skill damage thing. And the physical attack power and the adaptation is slightly switched. My personal thoughts on this armor is that Rigo gear is probably going to be stronger still until you like really work on this to like even like probably reforge 18 or even 21 because of adaptation, unless you're adapt capped on your character. Because you do lose some adaptation if you don't work on the set like right away, because you get adaptation for very specific things on the gears of like Rigo and stuff like that. Like you get it for plus 11, you get it for reforge 15, but you get 2% adapt here, but that's for R21, and there's probably the enhancement as well. I can't remember it on the top of my head, so I apologize for not being prepared. But other than that, that's pretty much the majority of the armors. But the biggest thing about this armor is that it's bank shareable. Although it's character lock, so like unlike Rigo where you can just send it to whoever and whatever, this armor is character lock. But I personally like it because I actually like playing all the chunks, so I just have to really work on like some weapons, or I might be able to use like an old bank shareable plus 11 weapon to start playing a little bit more content on the characters, or bring them into like, for example, like raids, maybe future content, or even do some dungeons with them. And it will be pretty fun. But yeah, that's pretty much the armors of it. And if you guys have any questions or want to bring up anything that I may have missed, you can feel free to go ahead. I was trying to be a little bit more vague because I've been given so much information or so many things to talk about, and it's like, is there proof? Is there like confirmation and stuff like that? And they're like, nope, we don't have any of that. People were just talking about it. It's like, okay, so we don't know if the dailies are account locked or anything like that, so we don't have to ruin our lives and grind on multiple characters like Rigo. But that's pretty much it for that. Unless I forget something, I'll probably just comment down below, because it's the holidays time right now, and I have a lot of stuff to hurry up to. Yep, yes I do. Other than that, let's just quickly talk about the titles, and then I will be ending the video here, and then that will be pretty much it. And if you guys have any questions or comments that you want to discuss about, feel free to bring it up there. But yeah, the titles here is, the first region title is 2% adaptation, 5% chance to proc sparklers for 7 seconds, which sparklers have an on-hit effect that for 10 seconds they will have 10% less defenses. And this has a 15-second cooldown with a 10-second duration on it. I mean, it has a 7-second duration on it, with it lasting 10 seconds on them. So you can pretty much have an 100% uptime if you're lucky enough with the procs of it. For defense lowering, and also 18% bonus damage to the first dungeon. While the second title is 2% adaptation, 18% bonus damage for the other region. And it works just like one of those timer titles where every 15 seconds it will swap effects. The first effect gives you 10% jump speed and movement speed, while the next one is for 5 seconds, heal 5% of people's HP for our party. So pretty good support title kind of there. If you don't have like a healer or anything like that, you can try and do it. You might actually be able to cycle in between people's titles and stuff for it. I believe that people do that with Usurper, although there was a slight bug with it before, but now I believe they fixed it. I actually haven't checked up on that because I need to play with people and I'm lonely. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it for the patch. If I miss anything, feel free to let me down below. If you guys wanted to talk about anything, and I hope you guys have a good holiday. See you some other time.